This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Clint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? Happy Wednesday. The Jason Walker Show, hanging out today with you, back from surgery. Had surgery yesterday. We'll talk about that here in a second. I'll update you. Big show coming up today. East Helena High coach Tyler Murray is going to join us. Talk about the Vigilantes' first win of the varsity history. Picked up a big win, 47-13 at Browning last week. Also going to talk to Alex Eschelman coming up, another edition of the Eschel Special. She'll give us an update on Bobcat Athletics and Gallatin Valley Sports and much more. And all in this day in history, the walk-off, and much more coming up. Show you can watch on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, listen on Podbean, Network One Sports, and so many more great places just by going to jasonwalkershow.com. We also have your Montana Rodeo Roundup and Auto Contest Performance of the Week coming up. The walk-up is brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. 3 distinct divisions so you can create the log home of your dreams and your budget. Get a hold of them at yourcustomlog.com to get started today. So, had surgery yesterday on the thumb, got the big cast on. I think it's it's not really a hard cast, it's like a soft cast, but basically cut into my thumb to break the bone and then put it back together. I got 5 pins and a plate in my thumb. Surgery went well. The nerve blocker is still doing its job after 28 or so hours, 29 hours. So I can't feel my fingers. I can move them. I can see them moving, but I can't feel them moving. So cast will be on for a couple of weeks. And if you've ever had surgery, you know what it's. And the banana bread at the Helena Surgical Center is so good. And apple juice is really good too. So good stuff. Anyway, so surgery went well. A couple weeks in this, and then I can start wearing a soft brace and go from there. So golf season is done for me for the year, which is a bummer, but should be back swinging the club for Winter League coming up in November. So that's what the doctor tells me. So looking forward to that, but it'll be fun. Busy weekend for me coming up. I'll be in Great Falls with Providence, and got 4 soccer matches, cross country, and volleyball Friday night. So it's gonna be fun. Speaking of volleyball, drove down, was one of the 3 drivers in the rental cars taking the volleyball team from Providence down to Billings last week for the Frontier Conference preseason tournament, and it had 4 of the girls in my car. And what a blast. A freshman and 3 sophomores, and just super fun. Super fun. Heard a lot of music that I haven't heard in a while. Or ever. I played DJ on the way down. They played DJ on the way back and all the way around Billings. But lots of fun. So the rental car I was driving was it a Toyota Highlander? And I don't know what the deal was. Coming home Saturday, I'm on dims. I have my dims on. And I kept getting flashed from the opposing cars. I'm like, I am not doing anything. So I would flash them back, and then they would flash me again. It's just, apparently this car had like super bright dims. But it was kind of annoying getting flashed all the time. but from other cars. But we're okay. We're okay. We made it through safely. Probably should pull up the itinerary here for the show today so I know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, by the way, our Twitter handle, @JWalkerSports, and our email, jason@jasonwalkershow.com. High school football rankings came out yesterday, 406mtsports.com power polls. Let's run through those quick. In Class AA, it's still Sentinel on top, followed by Capital. I believe the only two unbeatens in Class AA, both 4-0. Glacier and CMR 3-1 and ranked 3rd and 4th respectively, and then Billings West in there at 2-2. Class A, you've got Hamilton, Lewistown, Billings Central, Polson, and Columbia Falls, all unbeaten. In Class B, it's Big Fork, and then Jefferson moves up 3 spots to number 2 after the big win over Florence, the defending champs last week. Florence drops 2 spots to number 3. And then Townsend moved up 1 to number 4, so the Elkhorn rivals sitting at 2 and 4. Huntley Project at number 5, and then Malta, Eureka, Whitehall, Big Timber, and Columbus in the top 10. In 8-man, it's Drummond, Phillipsburg, followed by Belt, Joliet, Chinook, and Ennis, and then St. Ignatius, Fairview, Culbertson, Charlotte, and Cascade. In 6-man, it's Big Sandy, up 1 to number 1. Broadview, Lavina 4-0, drops a 1 to number 2. And then Bridger, Savage, Denton, Geyser, Stanford, Geraldine at number 5. And then Chester, Joplin, Inverness 6, Power Dutton, Brady 7, Jordan, Centerville, and then Custer, Hysham, Millstone. So half of your teams ranked in 6-man are all co-ops. Broadview, Lavina, Denton, Geyser, Stanford, Geraldine, Chester, Joplin, Inverness, Power Dutton, Brady, Custer, Hysham, Millstone. So there you go. Speaking of Class A, is that what's next? It is. It was a big weekend for East Helena. The Vigilantes picked up their first ever varsity win after a year plus and got a big one. 47-13 over Browning. And to talk about that is the head coach of my East Helena High Vigilantes, Tyler Murray. He joins us now here on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. All right, Coach. First question. Let's actually get to the right interview. How would that be? That would be awesome, said Jason. All right, here is Tyler Murray now on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. All right, Coach, a historic win for the East Helena High Vigilantes. My Vigilantes, which I still don't have a helmet of, by the way. But you got that first one out of the way. It's all uphill from here, right?
Yeah, it feels good to get the first one out of the way and then just keep plugging along from there. So, yeah. Did you sense that this was coming? I mean, last week, did you know that, okay, we got a chance here, guys?
Yeah, our kids are, they follow Class A football pretty well. And Browning competed their butts off. They've done a really good job just competing. And, I told them you can't overlook anybody. We haven't won a game, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But we knew we had a good shot. Team we matched up well against, and then, they played pretty hard. But, yeah, they could feel a little bit.
At what point, standing on the sideline, did you know, okay, we got this one?
I've trained myself, and I've tried to train some, our players to not look at the scoreboard very often. It's been kind of easier to do that in the last year and a half. Not look at what's going on and just tell them play hard, that sort of thing. But on, last Friday, I was like, okay, let's just, at some point we got to just keep going and get the clock to run out so we can secure it. So, yeah, it was probably second half. We didn't play great in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't really sprinting the football on defense, and offensively we had some miscues. But then, yeah, second half felt like we got control of the game. So I'd say third quarter. So
couple passing touchdowns, but really that run game was huge for you. And you said in the paper that, you've got an improved running or offensive line and some good running backs, and obviously a year and a half of practice has made that offensive line kind of gel, and it came together on Friday night, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely. That's what we want to hang our hat on, is being able to run the football, especially in Montana, and then take some shots down the field. And so that was pretty close to what we want to be about right there last Friday. Ran the ball 49 times for 330 yards, and then took some shots towards the end zone, scored a few times. So, that's what we want to be about.
All right, you got the win behind you, but now you got to focus and back it up. And that's what always said. That's what I've always said with coaches and players is, all right, you got the big win. Now you got to go out and back it up the next week. What's the message been like in practice this week?
Yeah, that's just a matter of, it's hard to win football games. We've learned that. It's hard to score touchdowns. Football's it's a hard game. But then once you do win, not take a step back or be like, oh yeah, we won. Things are going to be easier from here. It gets harder. It's a hard game. So, telling the kids, it's important to work on your craft every single day and get better. Winning is the byproduct of you working hard in practice every single day, keeping your grades up so you can play, all those things. So, just making sure we're all focused on just the next team that we play.
We'll get to that team here in a moment. Tyler Murray joining us, East Helena High football coach, Mike Miller, State Farm Hotline. With that offensive line, let's go back to that because, these guys have another year under their belt and practicing together. How much does that really benefit the Vigilantes?
Yeah, and we spent some time this summer as well. We went to Western Camp and had some stuff this summer. But we simplified a lot of things over the off season. And got back to some base rules, and they really grabbed onto that. And our O-line coach, Riley Sampson, does a great job. Just works them every day. They're consistently getting better. And you can't be good in football without an O-line. So it's been really cool to see, and they're starting to really enjoy it. That's a hard position to play in football. You get pounded on, you pound on other guys, and you're sore all the time. They're starting to love it. Which is awesome to see.
How was that bus ride?
They were tired. They were a little amped up on the way out of Browning, and then it's quite a jaunt. So we got out of town, and they started quieting down and fell asleep. So it was good though. They're pretty good kids. Well, yeah. They've got you as a coach, so that's pretty good, right? No, they're just, they're fun to be around. They're a good group of kids. It's fun to go to practice every day. So that's, it's just fun.
When, did you get a Gatorade bath?
No. And a couple of the older kids joked about it, and I was like, that's not going to happen unless we're in a state championship. So don't even think about it.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, you have a chance now. You've got to win. So, it's like I said, you got nowhere to go but up after this.
That's right.
You got Whitefish, another road trip coming up on Friday night. Speaking of a jaunt, Bulldogs a little bit better than Browning. So what do you guys have to do?
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of the basics of football. And I'd say it to our kids all the time. And some of our coaches preach it's just taking care of the football and blocking and tackling. We can do those things at a higher level this week. We're going to be able to do some things right and compete. So that's kind of the message there, and just back to basics, taking care of ourselves.
What do you see in Whitefish, though?
Yeah, they're a great team. They have some good skill players. Their quarterback's extremely good. He's at least an NAIA guy, if not maybe more. Finn Ridgway, he's solid. He's one of the better players in our conference. And then defensively, they like to stop the run and force you to pass. So, they're a sound team. But, yeah.
Should be a fun one is what you're saying then.
Yeah, it's the Western A. It's tough football. We play all 7 teams that were in the playoffs last year in our schedule. So there's not very many. We play 9 games, 7 of them are playoff teams. It's tough. So we gotta compete against these better teams here and give ourselves a chance to win at the end of the game.
Well, that's all you can ask for, especially with high school kids. This isn't it's not quite college level, but it's these kids have aspirations. But in high school, it's there's bigger things in life than wins or losses, but getting that first one definitely, I'm sure, takes the pressure off a little bit. Now you guys can go out and have some fun.
Exactly, yeah. They at least have the taste of it, and that feeling of winning is a little different than losing. So, that's a good feeling.
What was it like walking around the school Monday?
Honestly, I think our kids they're pretty locked in. They're ready to roll. We give them that 24-hour rule. You can either feel really good or really bad about yourself for about 24 hours, and it's on to the next game. So they came in. I was actually really proud of them. They came in on Monday ready to work. We got after it, and then yesterday we had a great practice, and so we got our big practice today, and we'll make sure it's a good one too.
When you obviously we know the offense can put up some points, but that defense had to play really well too, and they're going to have to play really well against the Bulldogs this weekend. Do you change anything defensively, or is it? I know it's about the basics and alignment and assignment and all of that stuff. Thanks, Mike Van Dies, for getting that drilled into my head forever. But how do you approach Whitefish defensively?
Yeah, we want to make them, one-dimensional as best we can, and some of that is one-dimensional is get the ball out of number 7's hands. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's a good runner. He's a good passer. So make him take quick throws, stuff like that, and eliminate him in the run game. So we can get after him a little bit with the defensive front, and that it's really, like you said, blocking, tackling. We have to be able to tackle number 7 this week, and then once he does get the ball out, because he's a good player, he's going to find some open receivers, just get him down and make him line up again.
Is this one of those guys, one of those quarterbacks that you have to spy on and have a designated spy the whole game, or you just play basic defense?
Yeah, it's a little bit of that, right? And that was kind of with Polson, with Jarrett Wilson. He's kind of a similar kid. And you just talk to your linebackers basically about, hey, if he breaks the pocket, where you got to be, force him to go back into your help and that sort of thing. So, if you take care of, like you said, the fundamentals and stuff like that, it should be kind of built into what you do. And our kids are starting to kind of learn that. But it definitely enhances it when you have a quality quarterback coming in. That's why I like playing good teams. You have to play better to do your job. So it's good.
When do I get my helmet?
Well, we'll see about a helmet. I can get you a jersey for sure.
Okay.
But our helmets are all brand new. They got 8 years of life left. So
I know, but I've got to support my vigilantes in my studio here.
You bet. Yeah, we'll send you a jersey for sure.
I'll get on Murgle. How's that?
That sounds good.
All right. Hey, Coach, your vigilantes are our auto contest performance of the week. Getting that first win. Monkeys off the back. Now you guys can roll the table the rest of the way and win state.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that's just take it one game at a time.
Oh, don't give me that coach speak. You guys can go out and win it all now. Nobody's listening anyway.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Good luck Friday night.
Yeah, thanks, Jason.
That is Tyler Murray, head coach of the East Helena High Vigilantes, joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. It's not just a bundle. It's your home. It's your auto. It's your life. Mike understands that. Get a hold of Mike Miller, State Farm in Helena today. Yeah, that's our auto contest performance of the week. The East Helena High Vigilantes picking up their first win in Class A varsity. Lockwood Lions also, same night, picked up their first win in Class A at the varsity level too. But East Helena with a big win. So our auto contest performance of the week. And now there's no better time to get into auto concepts than now to get your vehicle all tuned up for the winter. Need a new stereo? They'll get it done. Need a grill guard, bumper guard? They'll get it done. Bed rug, easy to clean when you get that animal for hunting. Just wash it. It's a bed rug. And they're comfortable as well. And maybe a cover too. But Auto Concepts has everything that you need to enhance your vehicle. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and when we return, Alex Eschelman will join us. Another edition of the Eschel Special. What happened to the Bobcats last week, and look ahead to Eastern Washington this week. That's coming up, along with much more on this day in history and a lot more coming up, including your Montana Rodeo Roundup. College Rodeo taking center stage The Walk-Up brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, veteran-owned and operated, women-owned and operated, family-owned and operated. 15-plus floor plans. You can go in with your own. They'll work with you. They'll work with you budget to build you a home that's crafted to last for generations. Get a hold of Montana Custom Log Homes today at yourcustomlog.com. Alex Eschelman, next. Hang on.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark Laro Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklarophotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklarophotography.com. Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid, across from Molendi Center, the Copper Club Casino.
Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street. Everyone knows about Dinner's Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinner's Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinner's Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
This is the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show on a Wednesday. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. Got on this day in history coming up to walk off your Montana Rodeo Roundup and much more. But it is time to check in with Bobcat Athletics, Gallatin Valley Sports, with the one and only Alex Eschelman. She joins us courtesy of the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. It's the Eschel Special, brought to you by Dinners Done Right on the Jason Walker Show. All right, Miss Alex, how are you? How was Portland? Despite the loss, we'll talk about that, but how was Portland?
Portland was great, Jason. First of all, so happy to be back on the show. Happy to be having our weekly conversation here. Portland was great. Oregon has a little spot in my heart just because my grandparents live in Salem, which is like, an hour-ish from Portland. So I grew up going to Oregon every single summer. That's when my dad grew up. So I do love Portland. It makes me sad, all the homelessness and how it's changed. But it was awesome. I love the city. So it was nice to be there for sure. Yes, despite the loss. How are you doing? Have you recovered from the trip? You don't really get jet lag from Portland. Jason, I will say this. We were on the plane sitting in the tarmac, correct? Is that right?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Sitting there waiting for about an hour because Providence Park was absolutely beautiful. I was pleasantly surprised, especially for being a soccer stadium. It was in the middle of the city. There were bars around. It was a beautiful day. It was awesome. But however, so Oregon State's band was there. Everybody, there were so many people and there was only one bus stop. So it was a mess, to put it lightly, getting out of there for everybody. And so we, the equipment managers had to get all the equipment and everything after they had to wait for Oregon State's band to leave. It was just kind of crazy. So we did not get home until probably like 2 a.m. It was pretty late. But it's all good. Yeah, I'm feeling great. And we're on the road again tomorrow Friday to Spokane. So exciting.
So the game was not, it was kind of what you would expect for, $675,000 and nobody got hurt, I think, which is the most important thing. Tommy had a good game. Sean had a good game. But take me through it being there on the sideline.
Yeah. So, I think, first of all, I think if the divisions were accurate, right, if they're saying that Oregon State is a Power 5 program that should be a contender with the rest of the Power 5 and Montana State is in the FCS, that is the type of outcome that should happen in a game like that. However, I'm always a believer in the upsets. I'm always a believer in the Bobcats as well. So, yes, it was Oregon State was Montana State took a beating towards the end of the game there. But like you said, no injuries. Tommy had 3 picks in that game, so that wasn't lovely. However, those were his first interceptions ever of his career. I just think it's so interesting because, this is his first full season. You have to let him grow and learn, and he's been doing great. So yeah, it wasn't the brightest game for him, but it also wasn't a bright game for the whole team as a whole. Defense wasn't fabulous by any means. They gave up 68. So it was a learning experience, I think, for sure. I think it was a learning experience for any team that they could have had a learning experience against. That should have been it, Oregon State.
Yeah,
so,
and it doesn't affect your conference. It doesn't, it's a money game. It's what you'd expect. Yeah, it sucks they lost by 40, but it's a new week. What was Vegan's press conference like on Monday?
He said, one thing that he said after the game is, yeah, we lost hard, we lost big, but we got to own it. We're going to take accountability for our actions and the mistakes that we made in that game. And to your point, exactly, he came into Monday saying that this is a new week and this is conference play. And this is where, he didn't say this, but I'm saying this. To me, this is really arguably a bigger week than last week, because this is the start of conference play. These are the guys that you were on the same playing field as, and this is where you're really going to be evaluated. And Eastern Washington, despite not having Eric Berrier there anymore, it's still going to be, Eastern is still one of the most intimidating places and fan bases to play against in the Big Sky. Mm-hmm. So, the Cats are not taking them lightly by any means. This is a big first game to open up conference play.
Well, it is, and Eastern Washington just picks up. It's like their quarterback lately, because the stuff that they've had, kind of like North Dakota State over the years, but they just keep picking up. I think Dekai had 5 touchdown passes or something last week, and yeah, Cheney's it's not a great stadium, but they do a good job there for what they have, and it's Big Sky football, and now it means something, and now this is why you were picked second in the league. You've got to go out and prove yourself now in the Big Sky, and it all starts on Saturday afternoon.
Totally. And to your, along with Eastern, yes, not the greatest stadium. However, I will say the red field, a unique one. Yes. I personally am only a believer in the green field. I don't like the blue field. I don't like the red field. Whatever color it is, it needs to be the color of grass. So there's that. But second of all, the fan base, like I said, they are fiery and aggressive and loud and passionate. The music choice, they had a DJ at their game last year at the Inferno, so I'm excited to see if that is back, because you get some good music there. I loved it.
I have been on that field. The first Carroll game I covered in 2013, they played Menlo College on the Inferno, and it was a little different weather than you're going to have. It was about 100 degrees outside, and the turf was like 120. And then, of course, you're standing on the black sideline, not on the red field. But
right.
But yeah, they've got some studs again. Gunnar Talkington, 435 yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 picks, and he's a pretty good quarterback. And he was the backup to Eric Berrier, so he knows exactly what he's doing in that offense.
Completely. And Coach Vegan actually made a good point in the press conference on Monday. He said something along the lines of, it'll be interesting to see when you have a guy like Eric Berrier, you kind of design your whole offense around that star-studded player. But with that said, to your point, that guy, the new guy under center has similarities to Eric Berrier, and he's learned so much from him. So he thinks that there will be some definite similarities.
There is a nice thing, though. The Cats have had some success in that stadium over the last few years, so that's got to be a positive as they head into Saturday, too.
completely. Last year's game, all I think about is Lance McCutcheon's touchdown. I forget. I want to say it was right before going into halftime. And he basically did the same thing that he did in the Rams' first preseason game, where he just kind of mossed one of the corners. So I don't know what it's fun. It's a fun rivalry, and it'll be interesting to see what happens this weekend.
How is the running back health? Are we still where it's at?
Still where it's at. Yes, Lane Sumner will not be playing this Saturday. 99% wise. Isaiah is still out, and Jared White is out for the season. It was announced that his it'll be a season ending, whatever his injury is.
Just a bummer. But it's football.
It is.
You know, it is what it is.
It's a bummer, but I will say I do think that if you're going to have injuries, now is the time. I mean, now I would rather have this happen than right before Cat Grizz.
Right.
So just a couple bumps in the road. The good thing is the leading rushers offensively for the Cats on Saturday were Tommy Millott and Sean Chambers. So it's not like we don't have quarterbacks that are able to run. Coach Vegan even said that. He said they're arguably our two best runners on the team.
Yep.
So, you will have to watch load management there on both Tommy and Sean. However, you have them, you have a versatile tight end group, fullback group. So I just think they're going to have to get creative. And that's something that Coach Vegan talked about as well.
You brought up Lance McCutcheon. I saw this great picture on social media from the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to show it. I think you can see it. But
yes,
Daniel Hardy, Lance McCutcheon, and Troy Anderson. And that was after Troy's big punt block, which led to a touchdown. How cool was that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jason. So I'm really excited. I'll be going to Seattle this weekend, actually, to speak with Troy and Will Disley and try to do a little story on the Montana kids
nice
playing in the game. So I'm excited hopefully I'm crossing my fingers I'm able to speak with them. I think I will be, but yeah, how cool is that picture? Yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome. Just to think this time last year, we had 4 guys on Montana State football that are now on active NFL rosters. It's incredible.
Well, and that punt that Troy blocked Troy looks huge now. I mean, he always looked big, but he looked big in that punt block.
Yeah, no, he was a big guy when he was playing for the Bobcats, but even when I saw him over the summer doing my Tee It Up segment with RJ Fitzgerald, and RJ was like, "Hey, do you mind if Troy comes along?" And I was like, "Yeah, bring him. Hello." Not even a question. Even though it was about RJ and I wanted it to be about RJ, but we had to do a little, you can't not bring Troy Anderson.
Exactly.
Without getting a little snippet of him golfing. And he was even bigger. That was back in July, at the beginning of July. Yeah. So it's pretty amazing how they're able to transform their bodies at the pro level.
We're talking with ABC Fox Montana SWX Montana sports reporter Alex Eschelman on the Eschel Special, brought to you by Dinner's Done Right. News came out last week, the day we talked, but the day before or after, but Daniel Jones taking a leave of absence from Montana State Volleyball. What have you heard?
Yeah, Jason, I really haven't heard all that much. I just think that, he's taking some time to his family, figuring certain things out. So I don't know the details really. All I know is that he is taking some time, some personal time. So I think, despite it, yes, it is a bummer to not have Coach Jones out there, but the rest of the coaching staff, they did do a great job in their game against Boise State.
they did.
I mean, how about that?
Yep.
They got that big win. That was pretty cool to see the whole team kind of banding together and being able to pull off that win. And so, yeah, I don't know much. All I know is that Coach Jones is just taking some personal time right now.
Now, did his family move over with him from New Zealand, or are they still there?
They're still in. They're in Bozeman.
Oh, okay.
His immediate. Yeah.
Right. Let's see. Scarlett Weidig Velasquez named the Big Sky Women's Golf for the week, picking up a big win over the weekend for women's golf. That's it's just another sport that continues to succeed down there at MSU.
Oh my gosh! And I don't know if this was the same gal. I don't think it is, but one of them shot a 67. Is that the same gal?
No, she went 74, 71, 71.
There's one gal that shot a 67. I retweeted it. I would look at it right now, but I'm on my phone as we speak. So, I mean, incredible. 67 is goals.
Right.
Complete goals.
I can shoot a 67 on 9 holes.
We've golfed together, and I'm like, a 67 is awesome.
Yes.
In all caps.
Yes.
So, I just think golf girls are so cool, and it makes me so mad that I never listened to my grandparents back in 7th grade when they said to me, you should try out for the golf team. You should try out for the golf team. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. I thought it was lame. I thought it was, nerdy, whatever. Now I look back, I'm like, I was an idiot.
Yep.
The golf girls are the coolest.
They are. They're pretty fun. Let's see. What else? Oh, let's talk high school sport. Oh, before we do, MSU Women's Rodeo, big weekend up in Dawson, winning every event individually and then taking the team title by a bunch.
Not surprised. Those girls, another group of girls that are just women, young women that are just awesome. And it's so cool to see all these teams just doing such a good job in representing Montana State, and just the entire athletic department. Each team is just taking the university and the department to another level. So cool. And the men got second as well. Yeah. So great job to them as well.
Bozeman Hawks, Gallatin Raptors, Belgrade Panthers. Give me an update.
Yeah, so wow, I'm not going to give you the best update here, only because I was gone all of Friday yesterday. Gallatin 3-0 though, beat Senior at home, so that's huge. I think that the Raptors are going to be a force to be reckoned with this year. It's their 3rd season. I think things are clicking. They're coming together. I've talked about their coaching staff. I love both the Raptors and Bozeman's coaching staffs, but there's definitely a fiery energy to the Raptors. They're young guys. You got Tucker Yates coaching the Raptors. Right. That's all. Go watch. That guy is just gets you fired up.
Yes.
And Hunter Chandler, all of those guys. So, they're 3-0. Bozeman, I don't know. Do you know what Bozeman's? I should know this.
They're 2-2. They beat Belgrade 49-6.
Oh, poor Belgrade. Oh, gosh.
It was homecoming. Rocky Lencioni, though, is having quite a year for the Bozeman Hawks. That kid's a stud.
And, is there a better name for a football player? Rocky Lencioni?
He needs to be a boxer is what he needs to be, like Rocky Marciano.
Literally, yes. That's like one of the best names I've ever heard, Rocky Lencioni.
I know. It's great. Let's see, Brady Casagrande. We know that name in Bozeman. He had a big interception, couple of touchdowns, and so what about Class B football down there, Manhattan
doing so far so good. They're doing a good job, and then Three Forks also believe they're doing a good job. Again, Jason, I have not.
I know you were out
any of their games yet, so hopefully I can. But yes, I do believe that they are doing a good job. How about over in Helena?
Capital's rolling. They're 4-0, ranked 2nd in the state. Helena High is, I think, 3-1. Picked up a good win. So, yeah, football's good in the state of Montana. There's no question about that.
And East Helena got its first ever varsity win over the weekend after a year and a half.
Oh, go East Helena.
Yes.
That's so exciting.
My Vigilantes.
Oh, I love it. Keep it rolling.
So you're not working the game Saturday, but you're working the game Saturday.
I am. So I fly out with the team on Friday to Spokane. We'll do Wake Up Montana in the morning that Saturday morning. We'll get highlights of the Eastern and Montana State game, post-game interviews, do a little recap of that. Head over to Seattle that night, stay the night in Seattle to cover the Falcons Seahawks game on Sunday. Go back to Spokane. Shout out to Noah Schmick and his family. He was the former Wake Up Montana reporter here, now the sports reporter for KHQ. One of my close friends from our time in Montana and Spokane, staying with them that night, then fly back Monday morning for press conferences. So
nice.
It's a crazy time.
Did you get to see our buddy Bradley?
Oh, of course. We're doing Wake Up together on Saturday morning.
He is all over the place.
He's an icon. He's just iconic. One of a kind. Truly, I told him this the other day. I just said to him, I don't know another person that is more passionate and works harder and at his job. He does. He truly cares so much, and I strive to have his work ethic.
Oh, he's absolutely amazing. And of course, talking about Bradley Warren. All right. NFL, any surprises for you the first couple weeks, or have you been too busy with the Bobcats?
Poor Trey Lance, but at the same time, Jimmy G just has my heart, just like the rest of the 49ers. And not all of them. No, a lot of them are sick of Jimmy G, but a lot of them also love Jimmy G.
Well, they want to win.
And I'm a Jimmy G fan. I will always be a Jimmy G fan. Yeah, so it sucks, stinks for Trey Lance, but hopefully, he'll come out stronger from that. And it was great to see my Niners get a win. Also, Ross Dwelly, shout out El Dorado Hills. He went to the same high school as me, a few years older. So it was cool to see him score on Sunday. Tua Tagovailoa, 6 touchdown passes. I mean, you got to love that. Such a great dude. Like, talking like I'm best friends with him. I have no idea who he is. But
that's what we do in sports.
What else? If the Bills don't win the Super Bowl this year, I will be shocked, and I will honestly be a little angry. At this point, just you're playing so well, I hope they win the Super Bowl.
Well, and it's great for me because I've got Buffalo's defense and Josh Allen, so
don't wish I had Josh Allen. Have Buffalo's defense, though.
Hey, can you get George Kittle healthy for me, please? He's my tight end.
Yeah, but you got Ross Dwelly. Come on.
Well, but I don't.
You don't have him in fantasy.
No.
You don't have him in fantasy. Oh, yeah, I
need George
that's a bummer.
And somebody drafted Debo just ahead of me this year. I had Debo last year, which was awesome. But I need George Kittle back healthy this week, please. I'm 2-0, but I got to,
I know. I'm 2-0 as well, but it will probably go wrong really quickly at one point. Typically happens for me. I'm trying to think if there are any other games. Good to see the Broncos get a win.
No. Never.
Barely, though.
Barely. Never root for the Broncos.
You're not a Broncos fan?
I like Alex Singleton, but...
Yeah, of course.
But I have never liked Denver.
Wow.
Well, growing up, we only had the 3 TV channels, and Denver was always on one of them, and I was like, oh, I don't like this team, the Orange Crush.
Wait, then who's your team again? Who's your team?
Dallas.
Oh, brother. You're a Dallas Cowboys fan?
I have been since I was little, yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong. It's America's team. I mean, here's the thing. Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, they're far above and away the best of the best. If I could go back, I wish I pursued dancing more so I could be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, because that's just the dream.
Right? Yeah, no, that would be awesome. There was a girl back in the 90s. She was from Absaroka, and she was on the Raiders dance team.
The Raiderettes, yes. Apparently, they are next in line to the Dallas Cowboys. So the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton, his fiance was a Raiderette for a few years, and he said that they're pretty high up there, which I was unaware of.
Well, I didn't either. You and I have talked about this before, but High Voltage from Billings West is a great dance team, and Bozeman's cheer squad and dance team have in the last few years have really stepped up their games. So.
They have, yes, definitely, especially with the competitive cheer gym here. I think that it's awesome to have that here. That really helps programs kind of take things to the next level. But I'm trying to think of the best dance high school cheer and dance team in the state.
Well, for years it was High Voltage. They were my favorite. Their coach was awesome. They were just, so good.
They were just fun.
Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And they loved me, which made it even better. Because I talked about them all the time on my show. So
I love that.
But I went to my daughter's gymnastics class Monday night and watched a cheer routine from the older kids, and it was really not that good. And I hate to bring this up, and my wife brought this up. Why, like when you watch Dance Moms or, why are really good choreographers bigger girls? Does that make, I want to phrase this the right way, and I don't want it to sound like sexist or not, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like Abby or whatever from Dance Moms, and a lot of the dance choreographers are bigger.
Huh, I've never noticed.
Yeah. Except on Bring It On.
Never have noticed. Here's my question for you. If you're saying the cheer routine wasn't very good, how old are these kiddos?
Like high school ish.
Okay, well, give them a break, Jason. Come on.
Well, but I watch Bozeman and West. They're good.
Getting involved with, it's all for fun. At the end of the day, we talk about this on the show. Sports are a lot more than just being talented and winning some games. It teaches you so much more about off the field, off the mat, all that stuff. So
I do have to say, my daughter's gymnastics coach seems really cool. I haven't met her yet. She must have tore ACL or something, but she's got a big brace on. But she's got them doing, these are 4-year-olds. She's got them doing tucks and the thing where they run and then jump into they jump into the foam pit, but it's not the trampoline. It's like the track runner thing. I don't know. But she had them jumping up and doing tucks and jumping up and doing splits and open shut. That's what she called it. The kids love it, though.
Interesting. Oh, gosh, that brings me back. I loved gymnastics growing up. I'm so happy that you have your daughter in that. I really think gymnastics is similar to track in the sense that it will help you be a better athlete, and no matter what sport you end up pursuing or want to pursue. It's so another sport I wish I did, track, because it teaches you how to run. It just teaches you how to be athletic. And I do think that gymnastics helps with that as well. Being coordinated, flexibility, all those things.
And according to Dane Fletcher, yoga is a good thing too. Remember the yoga story he told with Bill Belichick at the Hall of Fame induction?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
By the way, speaking of, great job on, I forgot to bring this up a couple weeks ago, but great job on the newest class of the Hall of Fame induction announcement.
Thank you. Yeah, what a great class coming up. Yeah. And gosh, that was definitely a highlight of my year, being able to do that show with you. And also, it was such a well put together event, and it was really beautiful. And I'm, congratulations again to all the 7 or 8 who are in this next class.
We got a compliment from the Hall of Fame board. Let's see here. Where is it? I have to bring it back up. Alex Eschelman of SWX Sports and Jason Walker deserve a special thank you for the red carpet event. So
sweet. Yes, I saw that in an email, and that's wonderful. I really appreciated that. And all thanks to you, Jason. You put it all together, and I was along for the ride. So
well,
thank you.
You handled the heavy effort of interviewing everybody. I do want to mention Colt Anderson, Dallas Neal, Mike Person, Al Wilson, Dan Rambo, and Lynn Ahrens are our newest class going in 2023. So
awesome.
It's going to be fun.
Great group. What do you think?
Absolutely love it. Dan Rambo, a Carroll guy. Mike Person, of course, great Bobcat. He played with the Niners, right?
Oh, yeah. Totally played with my Niners. Just one of the handful of teams that he's been a part of. I actually was fortunate enough to co-host the Bobcat Athletic Hall of Fame induction ceremony before Gold Rush a few weeks ago, and Mike Person was inducted into the Bobcat Athletic Hall of Fame this year as well. So he's just a Hall of Famer all around.
He is, and so are you. Where are you at working right now? Because you're sitting in your car, and thankfully you're not driving. But
well, I hate to say it, but I'm not. So my off days are Wednesday and Sunday when it comes to football season.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little weird. This is like my Sunday. So I did a little fall shopping.
Ooh. So this is your personal vehicle you're in?
Personal vehicle.
It's clean, Alex. It's very clean.
Thank you. Yeah, try to keep it clean. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You are the best. I'll let you go do more shopping. Did you get anything cool? Can you show us?
Oh yeah, I can do a little try on here, or not a try on, but I got some corduroy pants.
Ooh.
I know it's a little throwbacky, but
yeah.
Corduroy pants, a gray turtleneck.
Okay.
Can't go wrong there.
Fall's coming.
And another sweater.
Okay. You're going with
you go.
You got the fall looks going on there. I like that.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing that I love about fall, but also hate about fall. I love the style. However, it lasts for probably about 3 weeks.
Right.
So I try to get things here that that can also go into winter, or I can pull them back into spring, because a tank top sweater dress is just not going to cut it, and you're going to be able to wear it for a week,
Oh, that is so true. So accurate. I hate when I have that problem.
What about boys? What about boys, Jason? When it comes to fall style, do you guys switch it up at all? Because us girls love fall. We love fall.
I know. I'm wearing my golf shorts as long as I can.
Okay.
But I mean, sometimes I'm a t-shirt guy around the house, polo guy at work. That's about it. So yeah, when I was younger and single and all that stuff, then you change it up, but not anymore. Now it's just.
You're saying you're not cool anymore, Jason?
No, I'm an old man. I'm a dad.
Oh, come on.
With a
You're
cast
so cool.
on.
You can still be hip.
I do. I actually, so this is I got to drive a freshman and 3 sophomores in one of the cars to Billings for volleyball over the weekend, and they were a blast. And speaking of music, I DJ'd on the way down. They DJ'd the rest of the time after that. And
have you seen Shania Twain's documentary? Just side note.
I have not.
Watched it last night. It's a must watch.
Okay.
She's amazing. We already know she's amazing, but she's literally the queen. She's the queen. When somebody says Beyonce's the queen, love Beyonce, but no, Shania Twain's the queen.
Well, this was one of the games we played was, would you rather listen to Beyonce or Rihanna? It's actually Rihanna. I found that out. But I'm Team Riri.
I don't think it is.
It is. I read a thing that we're mispronouncing names wrong. Like it's like Gal Gadot. It's not Gal Gadot.
Huh. Interesting. Well, I'm sorry. And unless I run into her and she says my name's Rihanna, not Rihanna, I'm going to be calling her Rihanna still.
Riri.
Riri all day long over Beyonce.
Absolutely.
I love Beyonce, but I'm not as high on Beyonce as some people are. I'm a Riri fan all day long over Beyonce.
Well, my first introduction to Rihanna was Bring It On, All or Nothing with Hayden Panettiere.
Can never go wrong. Can never go wrong with a little Hayden Panettiere.
Nope.
Riri.
That's right. Are you a Swiftie?
What do you think, Jason?
I'm going to say yes.
Of course.
Okay.
I've been a Swiftie since like 4th grade.
Okay. I liked her first album a lot. Tim McGraw, that was her first song. That was a great song.
Tim McGraw, Teardrops on My Guitar. Yeah. I mean, you could go on and on.
Our song.
She's iconic. I mean, she's not. I wouldn't say she's the best singer by any means, but her songs are the lyrics to her songs, and her songs are amazing.
Yes, completely agree.
So you're a Swiftie as well.
I am a Swiftie. Look What You Made Me Do. Her like breakout into the pop. Look What You Made Me Do is a great song.
Yeah.
But I'm Miranda Lambert, huge fan. Love me some Miranda.
Okay, yeah. I've never, Shania Twain. I mean, she's the best.
I held the door for her. Did I tell you this? In Vegas, 2003 ACMs, I held the door. We were walking down a hallway backstage in Mandalay Bay, and she was walking across, and I just held the door for her. She's short. She's like 5'2".
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that's cool that you guys will hold the door open for her and see her in person.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful in person.
I believe it. Yeah. She's beautiful on camera, too.
Yes. Yes. No, I love me some country music. So, but I listen to a lot of R&B, a lot of rap, a lot of songs this weekend with the girls. It was fun.
Love it. That's awesome. I love that. What was their go-to song? What are the kids into nowadays?
Well, the one girl's from Hawaii, so I heard a lot of Hawaiian artists, which was really good music.
Little Bruno Mars?
No, like
actual Hawaiian artists from
Hawaii.
That's still wow. That's cool.
Drake was big for them. Morgan Wallen, which is okay. I'm not a big fan of, but
love Morgan Wallen.
I mean, it was okay, but no, there was a lot of R&B, a lot of Chris Brown, Drake. I requested Jason Derulo, What You Say. They played that, so I got one request in.
Jason.
Yeah, it was fun. And then I had surgery yesterday, and we're having a good time.
Good. Well, I'm happy the surgery went well and you're feeling better.
Yeah, I can't feel anything. The nerve blocker still. We talked about it before we came on, but I could type if I could feel my hand.
Gosh, that's okay. You know, just embrace it, ignore it. It'll go away.
I'm back into the hunt and peck mode on the typewriter or the computer, and I don't like that.
That's so funny. That brings you back to like high school typing class.
Yeah, but you guys had computers. I didn't. I had to learn on a typewriter that you had to ding the same thing yourself.
That's a talent though nowadays.
Yes. Old typewriters are the best. So, all right. So what are we working on this week besides Bobcats?
Tomorrow, we have AA golf divisionals tomorrow. So we'll be covering that a little bit. We'll also be doing a preview story on Montana State football, kind of previewing Eastern Washington. And then, like I said earlier, heading over to Spokane on Friday.
And then is the team going to Seattle or just you?
Say that again?
Is the team going to Seattle as well or just you?
No, just me.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. And where are we going shopping after this call?
It's a good question. I've been debating it in my mind. I'm like, do I really need to go back out? Because I don't think I do. I definitely know I don't need to.
You're going to go shopping somewhere.
Don't know. We might just peruse right into one or two more stores, so we'll see.
Hey, it's your day off. You can do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I thank you for joining me on your day off.
Of course, every Wednesday.
You're the best. Hey, have safe travels. Have fun out there. Go Cats on the Inferno. And have fun in Seattle on Sunday.
Thanks, Jason. Always a pleasure to be on your show, and hope the hand continues to feel better.
I appreciate it, and we'll chat next week about a Bobcat victory. How's that?
Sounds great. Love it.
That is Alex Eschelman joining us. The Eschel Special brought to you by Dinner's Done Right and the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. So always fun to catch up with her. Quick break. We'll come back. Your Montana Rodeo Roundup on this day in history, the walk-off, and more. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show. Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark Laro Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklarophotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklarophotography.com. Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid, across from Molendi Center, the Copper Club Casino.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show. Final segment on a Wednesday. We'll talk some football tomorrow. And much more. Let's get to your... Oh, this segment brought to you by the Copper Club Casino. Hot games, warm folks, and cold beer. Make sure you stop into the Copper Club Casino and take your chances and possibly win big. Drink and gamble responsibly. Let's do your Montana Rodeo Roundup. It is brought to you by Mark Laro Photography. Make sure you check out Mark for all your family portraits, senior pictures, whatever you need done. Mark will do it for you. MarkLaroPhotography.com. Dawson Community College Rodeo in the Big Sky region wrapped up over the weekend, and the University of Montana Western men taking first, Montana State second, Miles third. The women, Montana State easily outpaced MSU Northern, followed by the University of Montana and Western. Men's all-around Spur Owens of Miles, followed by Jet Murphy of Western and Bodie Spring of MSU. Women's all-around Molly Salmond of MSU. J.C. Curran in second of MSU. Tavy Leno in third from Western, and Cassidy Bolich from MSU in fourth. Saddle Bronc, it was Caleb Meeks from MSU. Leaf Meidel took second, Bobcat. Garrett Cunningham from Northern was in third, and Cody Faulkner of MSU tied for third. The only two that rode, though, were Caleb Meeks and Leaf Meidel. Bareback, Western's Trevor Kay won it. Spur Owens, Miles second. Ethan Frazier of Northern Montana in third. Bull riding, Spur Owens, Miles, the only one to ride. Mike Nanini of Tie Down won for MSU in 21-2. Brett Bartholomew, good dude, from Western was in second. Levi Delamarter of MSU in third. Steer wrestling, Jet Murphy of Western in 13-7. Bodie Spring in second. Jaden Whitman third. Team roping, Rhett Varian of Western and Northern Montana's Lincoln Yarama teamed up to get the win. Logan Smith and Molly Salmond of Northwest and MSU went second. Let's see here. Barrel racing. There's all the female events were won by Bobcats. Michelle Williams won the barrels, followed by Brittany Cox of Northern Montana, Ashton Carlson of University of Montana. In breakaway, it was Kate Hepper of MSU, followed by Brooke Ritchie of Western and Molly Salmond of MSU. Goat tying, Paige Rasmussen won it in 13-4, followed by teammate Jessica Stevens. Tavy Leno from Western was in third, and then it was Bobcats taking 4th through 7th. Cassidy Bolich, J.C. Curran, Haven Wolstein, and Elizabeth Bolich. So there you go. The Big Sky region of rodeo heads off to Havre this week in the college ranks. MSU Northern has its big rodeo coming up Saturday. And Sunday they'll wrap up the fall season next week down at Western. That is your Montana Rodeo Roundup, brought to you by Mark Laro Photography. On this day in history, it is September the 21st. It is National Chai Day and Pecan Cookie Day. Is it pecan or pecan? Pecan? Tomorrow, the first official day of fall. 1934, St. Louis Cardinals pitching Dean Brothers shut out Brooklyn in a doubleheader. Dizzy got a 13-0 win, and then Paul, a 3-0 no-hitter. 1955, in his very last fight, undefeated world heavyweight boxing champ Rocky Marciano KO's light heavyweight Archie Moore in the 9th round. Vida Blue with a no-hitter for Oakland on this date in 1970. And Ronna Reeves was born on this date in 1966 in Big Spring, Texas. Ronna Reeves was pretty popular for about a second back in the early 90s. The More I Learn, she had a couple of good albums out then. She was pretty good. Let's do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Stop in for the best Cajun this side of New Orleans on Euclid in Helena. Cafe Zydeco. Went there Monday. I was watching the golf tournament for Frontier Conference over at Billy Bob's. Went over to Cafe Zydeco for lunch. Had the barbecue beef po' boy. Oh, unbelievably good. Unbelievably good. Let's see. Thanks to Alex Eschelman for joining us. Always fun to chat with her. Tyler Murray of my East Helena High Vigilantes getting the Auto Contest Performance of the Week for picking up their first win at the varsity level. So we'll do it again tomorrow. Hopefully the typing will come back a little bit. Still can't feel my fingers. Nerve blocker. Apparently it's good. But recovering from the surgery. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll talk football. Big games this weekend. Townsend Jefferson. Number 4, number 2 battling. It'll be a fun one. Make sure you join us. If you missed anything, go to jasonwalkershow.com, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for another great edition of The Jason Walker Show. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And thanks to all of our great sponsors.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.